Have you been to the tower and see the monument to lot sliced exotic kiosk vendor and wonder what to get? Well, in this video, don't worry, I'm going to make 12 picks for you that should definitely be added to your arsenal that I think you guys really might enjoy. So let's get right into it. Alright, the monument to lost like exotic kiosk vendor is right over here by the vault, and they have a whole assortment of stuff there. All right, and I had to stop for a second because I saw that name and I was like, I'm sorry, that was the funniest name I've seen in a little while. But anyway, right there's the kiosk, and they have a whole assortment of stuff from past seasons, past DLCs, and we're just gonna take a quick look through it. All right, as you pull up the screen here, you'll see Red War, Forsaken, Shadowkeep, and Beyond Light and Legacy gear. And the Red War exotics, they have a whole bunch of stuff like the Legend of Acreus, the Mighty Multi-Tool, alright, the Sleeper Simulant, the World Line Zero, alright, all sorts of just cool stuff. And I'm going to make a few picks for you guys on what I think you should add. Whisper of the Worm as well, you see their Outbreak, Legend of Acreus, that thing is ridiculous, alright. See there, that's the Red War section. We're going to go into the Forsaken section now. This is where some of the raids come in. I see there the legendary Ace of Spades, Cade's hand cannon. Got the Last Word there for you Last Word fans. Luminarch, a beautiful bow. Jotun, aka the combat toaster. Izanagi's Burden, one of the nastiest snipers I've seen. Thorn, the darkness in hand cannon reincarnate. Lumina, negative Thorn. Truth, one of the wildest rockets I've seen in a while. Bad Juju, get your super back immediately on using it. Anarchy is just anarchy in itself. Teraba, it had potential. That's all I'm going to say about it, really. Because it was supposed to be basically Recluse on steroids from the way the perk and everything felt. But it was good on paper, but bad execution. Alright? We're going to move over here to Shadowkeep. Let's show you guys what they got in there. Alright, you got the Leviathan's Breath. Sorry about that. The Ariana's Vow. The Bastion. Alright. Tommy's Matchbook. Fourth Horseman. Wither Horde. Ruinous Effigy. And Traveler's Chosen. Like I said, guys, they got all sorts of cool stuff in there. And if you guys are wondering what to pick, I'm going to go through that with y'all as well. So don't worry, I'm going to pick some at each section. And like here, you got Duality, Taiku's Divination, and Cryosthesia 77k. Some of those are actually really nice. Alright? I'm not going to lie, you're going to see a couple there that I picked. And I think guys are definitely going to enjoy. And also they have a tab of the legacy gear, like the old Pinnacle weapons that you can get. If you want to go back to picking them up for some of the lower level activities, like Shadow Throne, Pit of Heresy, some of the legacy raids, like not legacy raids, but some of the other raids like Last Wish and Garden, you can pick those up as well. Alright, so anyway, here is my 12 picks that I think you should get. First one we're going to go into is the Outbreak Perfected. With the seasonal Unstoppable Pulse Rifle mod, this is actually a very powerhouse weapon. Because not only will you stun them, the nanites will start doing damage while you start getting those precision hits. You'll just keep tearing their health bar down every time you let those nanites loose. And with Exotic Catalyst, this thing is an absolute room clearing monster. Alright, Sleeper Simulant. It's a death razor. It's a death laser. Blech, sorry about that. It's a death laser. This thing got a buff, and this thing hits like a freight train. With the catalyst as well, it's got a reduced charge time, and guys, raid bosses have fallen victim to this thing rather quickly, and it is just mind-blowing how powerful this gun is now. Alright, Luminarch, great for overload champions, because you can pull that arrow back, get that perfect draw, get that poison arrow, start doing tech damage on them as you stun them, swap over to the weapon, and finish the job off. This is going to be one I'm going to be carrying into Grandmasters just for that reason. For that sole reason right there. And I'm going to try to do some testing here after a while, see if the poison will actually trigger a secondary stun. Lumina. For you guys who are in Grandmasters and you have a second bow like the point of the stag that you want to use, and you want to boost your teammates' health a little bit, this is your hand cannon. This right here is basically negative. This right here is basically not negative, but the opposite of the next gun. This gun actually heals and helps your allies. All right, this is a really, really good pick. Thorn. This is the exact opposite of that gun. You pick up the little green orbs that fly around, this gun does even more damage. This is absolutely just terrifying in Crucible. Pair that with a Warlock with necrotic grips, you are going to be an absolute beast. I've seen people just wipe out entire teams with this hand cannon and those grips. Anarchy. What else can I say? This thing has been an absolute mainstay in a lot of Grandmasters, a lot of raids. This thing had a reign of terror. And it's still very, very effective against champions, not as effective against bosses. And on top of that, it's absolutely just beastly ad clear weapon. You can set traps and doorways and just absolutely just annihilate anything that you come across with this grenade launcher. Ariana's Vow. This is hand cannon in its truest form. Anti-barrier hand cannon. To give you a funny little story for you guys, I took this gun out when it came out, tried it out, took a captain's head off through his shield. Nearly crapped my pants, but I was like, okay, yep, I'm keeping you. Really, really powerful gun. Alright, Bastion. It's a kinetic fusion rifle that is actually really awesome for unstoppable champions as well. So if you want to run a fusion rifle and have like a bow or an LMG or something as well, this would be a really, really good pick as well. Because not only that, it's also really good up against like the smaller ads that aren't champions. It does fairly nice damage to them. Alright, Wither Horde. If you don't want to run Anarchy, you can always swap over to this. It's like a Anarchy light in a sense, because it throws down a taken like blob on the ground, and basically it's the same effect as Anarchy without having to take up that heavy slot. So you can still have something else in your heavy, like a machine gun, like the corrective measure or something like that. Taiku's Divination. Great for overloads, and also the arrows track. And when you hit them again, they explode violently. This thing is a lot of fun to use. Alright. I'll definitely be using this in Grandmasters as well to stun champions with. So definitely take some consideration to this as well. Duality. It's the best of both worlds when it comes to a shotgun. It's a slug and a spread shot, as I like to call it. You can basically hip fire, well, as you see there by the perk. Hip fire, you get the spread. ADS, you get the slug. It's literally the best of both worlds right there in shotgun form. What is not to love about something like this? Point of the stag. This bow right here, if you guys know me personally, if you guys have ran with me, I use this for champions as well, for the energy slot, because on top of that you can get no distractions, archer's tempo, vorpal weapon, and vorpal weapon. I'll even bother with the other perk. I'll just put you that much. This thing right here is going to be one of my main loadouts, part of my main loadout for Grandmaster Nightfalls. Sorry about that, guys. As always, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, got some value out of this, got a little bit of insight to things I'd be looking for and things I'd be getting if I was in y'all's situation. Alright, as always, thank you guys so much. We're 67 subs. Let's keep this up, alright? Y'all take care. Y'all stay safe out there. God bless every single one of you. And I hope every single one of you have an absolutely amazing, wonderful day.